Welcome everyone, Kyle here. It's Saturday. You know what that means. It's the time of the week. It's weekly purchases where we find out in this video what the DHL guy, the Amazon guy, the UPS guy, the FedEx guy, and whoever else brought to me this week in stores. You know, Waylon Jennings, that could be an option. He might be back with a vengeance this week. Stay tuned. But we find out what I got this week. And talking about this week, the Grail item finally came. I promised it last week. Usual shipping delays happened. Missed it by a day. It came Saturday afternoon last week after I filmed the video. So it's part of this one. Probably my biggest purchase of all time. Probably. I can tell you what, it's a Grail figure. It's a Grail on a lot of people's lists. And it's a figure that will never be made again. It will never be made again. I guarantee it. We're going to talk about it in weekly purchases in the back half of the show. It's one you're not going to want to miss. It's a banner. It's a crazy one. I think you're all going to enjoy it. But it's weekly purchases, like I said. And I guess, I don't know, we'll start off. Did you guys know I did not have a figure hunting video yesterday on Friday? I had the new Diamond Select figure of Boba Fett out there yesterday, but no figure hunting video. Why is that, you say? I was so busy at work, I didn't get to go to stores. I went to like 2 or 3 stores during the week, and it was just in and out real quick. Not enough to make an interesting video. This upcoming week, as we all know, is Thanksgiving here in America, so I won't be in a lot of stores during that either. So I'm going to do a 2-weeker. I'm going to combine the shortened Thanksgiving week and then this week into one figure hunting video that I will release next week, probably on Friday next week. But it's kind of good. Saved money not going to the stores, but also, realistically, there is nothing I need out there right now. Maybe a couple of Star Wars here and there. The only thing I'm really actively searching for in stores is the new He-Man figures. I need Scare Glow. I need 2 Scare Glows. One to open, one unpunched. Need to find those still. And then I need the Masters of the WWE figures. The Mr. T, the Seth Rollins, the Fiend, and what's the other one? There's one other. I can't remember. But I need those. Same thing. One to open and one unpunched on card. I still need those, but they're not hitting anywhere in the Midwest. I don't know what's going on. I got to think those will be out in the next couple of weeks. But no figure hunting video this week, so that's a first for me. And to be honest with you, I was so busy at work. This is probably the least amount of figure hunting I've probably done in the last 5 years. So it's a banner week. But on the flip side of that, I had a lot of stuff through the mail this week. And like I said, that one Grail purchase. So I don't need any more purchases after this week. And to throw everything on top of it, my baby, my Jeep Grand Wagoneer was in the shop. Finally got it fixed. Had to get a new fuel tank, fuel sending unit. The speedometer had to get fixed. All kinds of issues. Long story short, I had to drop $800 on my Wagoneer. Absolutely love that vehicle. It's the greatest Jeep of all time. I love my Wagoneer. It sucks putting money into it, but it's for a good cause. I absolutely love that. So all in all, when you throw that Wagoneer in there, crazy amount of weekly purchases for me. The most expensive week of all time. I need a couple week break. I'm totally cool if the next couple of weeks I don't have anything. That would be great. My wallet needs a break, but probably not going to happen. There'll be something pop up or something come through, but I don't have any really big purchases on the horizon. Not a lot out there. So next week, we'll see what it brings. I always say that, but next week I got to believe it, but we'll see. We'll figure it out next week. But there's that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the channel this week. A lot of good videos. We got Marvel Select, which is being a weekly occurrence as I'm kind of playing catch up on certain ones of those. We had some Star Wars figures. What else did we have? We had that Stan Lee Marvel Legends. We had that new retro Spider-Man, Negative Zone Spider-Man. That finally hit the stores. Want to give an extra shout out to old Andrew Everson for hooking me up and sending that my way. Haven't seen that in my stores yet, and the stores I was in this week. So that's cool to get a figure that we didn't even know existed. Surprise us on the shelf. That does not happen very often. Watch that video, and I talk a little bit about that and why we haven't seen that in so long. And it was kind of a nice change of pace that we don't get. So I had that. Of course, we had the Jack's Classic Superstars video on Tuesday. One of my favorite videos to do, and a lot of conversation goes out of that. So we're cranking those Jack's videos out every single Tuesday. Had a really cool Treacherous Trios video this week on possibly the hardest to find Treacherous Trio 3-pack there is, the rarest one, and I actually unboxed it. What a maniac I am. And you can find all about Cherry, the WWE manager at the time, and her little roller skate story. It's quite the story, so I would check into that one too. So a lot of good things on the channel. Hopefully you guys have subscribed. I know a lot of you like and comment, but make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I think we're about 200 away from 3,000, maybe, somewhere in that neighborhood. Next week I'll do a giveaway. I know it'll be a shorter weekly purchase video. We're going to have a giveaway next week. We'll figure out something. I got a whole pile of stuff that I can use as giveaways. So we'll do some giveaways next week. Keep going and growing the channel. We'll keep pushing along. But like I said, thanks to everybody that subscribed. Don't forget to follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram. So you can follow me and find out all kinds of deals, hot deals and stuff I shoot out, and some other commentaries throughout the week. So I recommend checking that out. And you can know what I'm up to on the channel as well through there. So a lot of good stuff going on there. And a little bit last thing to plug, belowthecollar.com. As you guys know, I have a t-shirt on there. Thanks to you guys out there that have purchased the shirt already. Belowthecollar.com, Kyle Peterson. You can find it on there. Just search my name. It's part of the Pro Wrestling Tees family. Since we're not all wrestling on this channel, we talk heavy metal. We talk, Marvel figures, Marvel Select, Star Wars, wrestling. We talk a little bit of everything. So we're not on the Pro Wrestling Tees site because we do more than just wrestling here. So we're on the Below the Collar, but same quality, same everything you expect from Pro Wrestling Tees. They are having a big sale for Black Friday, 20% off everything. So make sure you follow the picture here and check it out. It's the 24th through the 30th. Save 20%. No better time to get a t-shirt with Kyle Peterson on it. Or you can always line your birdcage with it. You can use it to clean your Jeep. There's a lot of uses for that shirt. So go ahead there, support the channel, belowthecollar.com/Kyle Peterson. Let's get into some figure talk, and not a lot of figure talk this week. It was a slow week in figure news, which is okay. We need a little bit of a lull. We need a break sometimes. But G.I. Joe Classified this week, coming with the heaviest of fire. The excitement for me was just next level. You guys know I love G.I. Joe. That is my first love in figures. I've loved G.I. Joe for so long. And my favorite G.I. Joe of all time is Flint. My boy Flint. Absolutely love Flint. Probably my favorite character ever. I don't care what line we're talking. Childhood toy Flint. That's my favorite figure. And now we're finally getting the G.I. Joe Classified Flint. I am so excited. Obviously, I need two. I need one to open. I need one for my Min-On Box collection. I might need more. I might want a Flint for every room in my house. I think I might need that. I think I got some 20 rooms in this house between bathrooms and kids' rooms and you name it. I'm going to put a Flint in every room. I am so excited for this Flint. I mean, him and the Ultimate Warrior are my 1 and 2, but Flint, oh my gosh, and it looks awesome. It's like an updated version of the old school Flint. That is what I want out of my G.I. Joe Classified. I'm sure we'll get a retro line on the retro card one of these days, but this Flint is next level. Go to my social media. I'll try to put a link, if I remember, in the description here. You guys need to pre-order that thing. Order that while you can. It's not a Target exclusive. It's going out everywhere. Flint, Flint, Flint. The true leader of G.I. Joe. There's no change in my mind. He is the leader of G.I. Joe. He's the backbone. He's what made G.I. Joe, especially on the cartoon. There's no change in my mind, like I said. And then you got Flint. You can't have Flint and not have Lady J, his girlfriend, in the show. So we got Lady J coming, and they did an awesome job of blending the comic book, TV show Lady J, and merging that with the card art of the figure back in the day, an amalgamation of the two, and we got this. With hat, it's removable, just like Flint's. Just an awesome Lady J, too. So probably my favorite female G.I. Joe of all time as well. So between those two and then Zartan coming up, and those are not, none of those three are exclusive to Target. It's just awesome. I am so excited for these figures. I cannot wait to get them. I can't wait for a future weekly purchase. I think they're saying June release date right now. I gotta think that's wrong. I gotta think it'll be moved up to March, April, maybe even sooner if we're lucky. That would be awesome. But G.I. Joe Classified finally getting some new figures out there. And then the Walmart Retro line, a mixed bag on those. I've been buying them. I originally said I wouldn't. I'm out of the 3 3/4 game, but I am buying these, keeping them mint on card, and it's a very flimsy card. You got to really dig for a mint one on these. I've had no issues finding Series 1 and Series 2. The new series they announced on the same video, they're going to have Duke, they're going to have Cobra Commander, and then once again, we're going to have Lady J. So 3 more heavy hitters in that line. They're all must-haves. I love the packaging. It throwback to the old days. Reminds me as a kid. I just don't like that extra long bubble with like empty space at the top. I wish they would have done it old school and cut the bubble in half and put a little circle bubble and put the backpack up there or something. I know that's a nitpick, but for my eyes and my memory, that's how I look at it. It just looks kind of fake. I don't know, but I love them. I love that they're cheap figures. They give you that nostalgia feel from the 80s if you were alive collecting Joes back then as a kid or an adult, whatever. I don't know how old you are out there, but absolutely love these retro figures. So I'll be getting them from our Walmart. I think I missed the release date, but obviously it's going to be early 2020. We'll start seeing those. We're not seeing a lot of the Series 1 and Series 2 in all the stores either, so we'll see how that goes. But I've had really good luck finding shippers, and then I found a full case of Series 2. So there you go. There's that. And then we also saw a Black Series announcement. You know, every Monday they're announcing some Mandalorian stuff. And really, Mandalorian is the Star Wars universe right now. It's on the tip of everybody's tongue. Everybody's watching the show, except me. I saw Season 1. I have not seen an episode of Season 2 yet. I've been so busy. I'm hoping over the Thanksgiving holiday I'm going to get caught up, watch all the episodes, or at least up to where I need to be. That's my plan. I've been avoiding spoilers, not paying attention, but I can't wait. But we got some Mandalorian figures and some hot ones. Some we really want. You know, we got Grief Karga, Apollo Creed, if you will. We got him finally coming. You got Moff Gideon, the villain. And then you got Kill, I can never say it. That's like these Star Wars guys. I can't pronounce them. I mean, it's like a different language. I'm not that good. I can't remember it all off the top of my head. But a heavy hitter as far as Mandalorian 3 figures. So those are going to be coming first of the year, too. I pre-ordered those up on Amazon. You guys make sure you get those, but they will be everywhere. But I keep saying in my figure hunting videos, things have changed in my neck of the woods. Star Wars are the hardest figures to find. So they've had quite the uptick in popularity, at least in the Midwest. I've found pretty much everything else out there, but Star Wars is really hard. I've been piecing together sets. Usually I can find a whole set at once. It's been, just off and on. I can find one here, one there, one here, one there. So there you go. So that's a little Star Wars news. We don't talk a ton of Star Wars. I have a huge Star Wars collection I got to still unbox. I think I got 30-some figures to unbox. I'm almost thinking about December. I'm going to do a bonus video every day of a different Star Wars figure being opened. I don't know. I might do that. I need to get after it. Part of that is working on my display. I haven't got to that part of it yet, so I'm kind of waiting for that. So there you go. I think that's all of our news, all the uptick. There's not a ton of new figure announcements this week, but we could get into Album of the Week, and I'm going to give that to AC/DC Power Up, the new ACD album, the long-awaited, the changes in the band. Were they ever going to have another album? Was Brian Johnson going to come back? But they did. They had a new album out. It was okay. I listened to it a couple times, and it's okay. I'm not the world's biggest AC/DC fan. Obviously, I respect AC/DC. I like a lot of their stuff. I have all their albums. They're not the top 5 favorite bands, not even top 10 favorite bands for me. But I totally respect AC/DC, as I'm sure most of you guys do out there. To me, a lot of the albums sound the same, which I take comfort in that a little bit because it's funny, as Motorhead, as you guys know, my favorite band of all time. I absolutely love Motorhead. A lot of people say the same thing. It's the same stuff over and over and over. And that's how I feel about AC/DC, but I don't feel that way about Motorhead. So it's really weird. I don't know, but it's definitely worth checking out. It's definitely a top 10 album of 2020. That's for sure. Not a lot of great knock your socks stuff off this year for me. Compared to past years, as of right now, it's either the New Testament album or Mr. Bungle is probably my album of the year. But you got to respect that AC/DC album. I also listened to the new Killer Be Killed album today. I thought that was very solid, so check that one out if you guys haven't. So there you go. That's a quick one as far as the beginning of the show. Usually we're about maybe 7-8 minutes longer than this, but it is what it is. If there's nothing to talk about, there's nothing to talk about. But what there is a lot to talk about is weekly purchases, and stay tuned for a holy grail. Alright guys, let's get down to the weekly purchases, our favorite part of the show. And like I said, not a lot through stores this week. Actually, nothing from me through the stores this week. This is everything I got via the old Amazon, eBay, Mercari, DHL, FedEx, Waylon Jennings, all those fun things. So just an interesting week this week. But, like I said, the Grail item, I will reveal it here. I'm going to make you stay tuned. You got to do the long, dramatic pause. And you got to, mix it in here somewhere so you watch the whole thing. And I'm going to be one of those guys. So, let's do it, though. Let's jump into the weekly purchases. A lot of fire this week. So, let's start it off with one I've been anticipating for a long time, finally coming through the door. WWE Elite 2-pack, Roddy Piper, Mr. T, WrestleMania 2. Absolutely amazing. An amazing pack. Strongly recommend this one. I cannot wait to open this up. So you're going to see an unboxing video, hopefully on Sunday for this one. I got to unbox this one right away. This is one of those ones you don't wait. You get after it. And anytime you get a Roddy Piper figure, that is special. So there you go. I love the throwback packaging on this one. More to come on this, but I did finally get this through the door, as a lot of you guys probably did as well, I would imagine. Marvel Select seems to be a weekly occurrence now of Marvel Select. You guys know my rules. Figures that we don't have in the regular Marvel Legends line, and figures that are really big. A big figure, like the Juggernaut, Abomination, and so forth. Well, once again, Kyle's breaking his own rules. I'm becoming a collector liar. I can't stick to my rules. I'm saying I'm not going to be a completist with this line, but I'm not really sure what I'm doing. But once again, I found a deal, couldn't pass it up, got this bad boy $22 shipped, and that would be Ghost Rider. So there he is, Ghost Rider. The hands and the fire and brimstone down below is what got me. I do have a Ghost Rider Marvel Legends figure, but I saw this Select. Like I said, 22 bucks. I could not pass it up. I love this base on it. We'll open this up on the channel, but I don't know what I'm doing. I am breaking my rules on these Marvel Selects. I'm not going to have room for all these Marvel Selects, but whenever I come across the deal and it's something that catches my eye, probably like a lot of you guys, I pull the trigger, and that's what I did on Mr. Ghost Rider. So there you go. How about a little bit of a Lucy one? Negative Zone Spider-Man. I couldn't wait to open this bad boy up, and the video was on the channel this week, so go check that out if you haven't. I'm going to start calling him Oreo Pizza Spider-Man, as he does come with a pizza in his hand, and it's kind of Oreo toppings, I guess. Very similar to the Spider-Man, Pizza Spider-Man figure of the past. This is called Negative Zone Spider-Man. So I opened this up from the retro line this week. Another cool one. I love that Spider-Man retro line. I will do a top 10 figures of the year, probably wrestling, superhero. I haven't figured it all out yet, but those Spider-Man retro figures will definitely be in the running for figures of the year. A couple more Lucy superhero ones. I've talked before on the channel about my love of the Savage Dragon. I'm really looking for a complete set of those old Playmates ones. I had them back in the day. I got rid of them. There was like a Barbarian. There was a Lady Savage Dragon. There was a couple versions of Savage Dragon. There was also 4 Ninja Turtles in there. I really need to go back and get those Playmates figures. So hopefully one of these days I can find those at a good cost. But I did get the Legendary Superhero Marvel Legend Edition Savage Dragon. So he's going to be in my collection for now. So I did pick that up this week. And I also got the old school Anti-Venom figure. Got this at a good price. As you guys know, I'm going back, picking up some of these Marvel Legend figures I slept on back in the day. And this Anti-Venom is a pretty cool one. We've seen a lot of reuse out of this one over the years with Toxin and a few others, but had to finally pick that one up. There's just a few I'm still missing, and I'll get them eventually, unless they get remade like that MODOK, so we'll see. How about some Lucy Wrestler ones? You guys love Jax. I actually had a banner week for Jax. It's kind of been a while. Jax is hard to get. You guys know I'm working on that complete Ruthless Aggression set. However, it's getting few and far between. I'm having trouble kind of tracking down some of the last ones I need, or they're out there and they're at a ridiculous price I just will not pay. I know what they're worth, and just because they don't show up a lot doesn't mean they're worth, hundreds of dollars. So I'm playing the long game on some stuff. And one pack I finally found was the Adrenaline 2-pack, Crime Time, JTG, and Shad Gaspard. Not a whole lot different with this one from the other releases. He just has the bullet holes on his jeans, but Shad does not come with the tank top. He comes just plain. So I did get these this week, so I was very happy to knock those off the list. And how about another one? So one I've been after forever. Finally came through the door. Mark Henry. No, it's not Mark Henry. I already had this Mark Henry, so I got to flip him, get a couple bucks back for him to help, fund some of these. Kind of a little coupon action. But I finally got it. One of my hardest to find ones, Tony Atlas. So from the Adrenaline 2-pack, Tony Atlas manager from their time in ECW. Very happy to have this one off the list. This does not come up very often. It's pretty rare. End of the line Adrenaline. There wasn't as many made as some of the other sets. So I was extremely excited to get this Tony Atlas. In pack is all you really see come up, and people want 50, 60 bucks for the 2-pack. I just don't want to pay that. I was a lot happier to pay $20 shipped for both of these. That was worth it to me, and I'll get some change back for old Mark Henry eventually. Or we'll do a grand Lucy giveaway. I don't know. We'll figure something out. How about Steve Austin? I got another Steve Austin. I got this online loose. As you guys know, I already unboxed him. But I got another one because I, like almost everybody else in the world, it seems like, plan on building a Brian Pillman out of this. I do have an extra Brian Pillman I'll use the head on. This was pretty cheap as his head sculpt. It's a little bit off. So I'm not going to use the head anyways. I'm going to use the body. So that's my plan. I'll have a Brian Pillman Hollywood Blonde here shortly. So got that at a great cost. And then every once in a while, things come up. You guys know I love Jakks Classic Superstars. Is there anybody out there that loves the Jakks Classic Superstars more than me? I don't know. But I dedicate a weekly video to them every week. Nobody else is doing that, so I got to be in the running. I'm picking up some of those over the years, playing the super long game. I got them all in package. Don't really need them loose. But what my rule is right now, I'm picking up some of these loose at a good, if I find a good cost, and it's a character that we don't have a Mattel Elite of, or I have no faith we'll ever get a Mattel Elite of. And that's what this guy represents right here. That represents Bastion Booger. If you guys remember Bastion Booger, very hard to get classic these days. Was not worth really anything when it came out, even a few years after. But now it's climbed up, and you even see this guy Lucy for $60, $70, sometimes even more than that. So that's just how hot these classic superstars have become. Probably no thanks to me, but they're really warranted and wanted after right now, the classic superstars. So Bastion Booger's a hot one. Found him at a great price. I couldn't turn it down. He's going to go in the display. Not a huge fan of this figure. As you know, we talk on the Jakks videos. I'm not a big fan of this big man body mold that we see. We saw way too often, to be honest, in the Jakks Classic Superstars series. There needed to be an in-between one, but Bastion Booger is home. He will fit in my shelf in my Detolf collection here shortly. How about Chavo Guerrero? So a 2-pack Chavo Guerrero. Now I can't remember. Was it Edge? I can't remember. Off the top of my head. I can't remember it all. I needed this Chavo Guerrero, so I was missing him. Got the same version of Chavo in blue pants, black pants, red pants, pretty much the whole rainbow I have this Chavo in. But now I have the red, so that's done. Now, a missing portion of the show the last couple of months, it seems like. An old favorite early in the channel. I guess we could call it a collapsible segment, I think is what they call it in the business. But it's Hot Garbage of the Week. It's been a long time since we've had Hot Garbage of the Week, and Hot Garbage of the Week came back with a vengeance this week. First off, part of this lot I have that I got, there was an RVD included, and this RVD is a Jakks Classic Superstars. I already have this, luckily, so I don't need this one. But he is scraped up, dented up. I've seen a lot of loose ones of this one over the year, and the paint does not hold up to any rubbing. I don't know what the deal is. But really messed up. So he's got some messed up paint on his singlet. So definitely Hot Garbage of the Week. A little disappointing. Is what it is. See you later, Rob Van Dam. Sorry you're the Hot Garbage of the Week. But then we got one where a tear comes out of my eye here. With a tear in my eye. Hot Garbage of the Week. Junkyard Dog. Jakks Classic Superstars. The hard-to-get Jakks Classic Superstars later series. And as you can see, JYD was in an accident. He's had some problems. And this is an awesome figure. I love this version of JYD. But he is missing an arm. We got the arm right here. Thankfully, unfortunately, it was shipped. Not as much protection as you need with these Jakks, as these arms can break off. If you don't use bubble wrap and stuff like that, you're just asking for trouble. And JYD, he caught himself some trouble. He caught some trouble on the United States Postal Service run. They were a little not as gentle as they needed to be with old JYD. And the Junkyard ended up losing his arm in the great shipping disaster of mid-November 2020. So there's no real fixing this guy. I don't know if I can just kind of glue it and just have him as almost like a statue. Just really disappointing. He was in a lot. I don't really need this JYD. We have a Mattel one. But I've always liked this figure. I always thought it looked really good. So there you go. JYD, unfortunately, Hot Garbage of the Week. Shouldn't have been, but it is. I will say the seller was great about it. He refunded me immediately, so I got that going for me. And then more Lucy, a really weird one. As you guys know, Jakks had figures with rings. They came with rings. There's a lot of them. A lot of them are straight repaints. Some of them are straight up new figures. And that's what I was dealing with. I've been looking for the Jake the Snake forever. Finally found a good price. Unfortunately, he was in a lot of Jake the Snake Roberts. So it's all coming up Jake the Snake Robert on this weekly purchase this week. He's probably the figure of the show. Got the Jake the Snake that goes with the ring. Might as well get the Jake the Snake that goes in the 3-pack. The Animals 3-pack is what they called it back in the day with Jakks Class Superstars. Also, the 2-pack with Stone Cold Steve Austin Jake the Snake Roberts. And while we're at it, why not the single-carded release of Jake Snake Roberts in the Classic Superstars? And then you got one more, and I can't even remember off the top of my head which Jake Roberts this goes from. I'd have to sit and think about it for a while, but ended up with 5 Jake the Snake Roberts. I did not have all 5 of these loose anyways, so it's alright. I'll put them with my other Classic Superstars, my Ruthless Aggression figures, but I'm very happy to get the one that came with the ring, and I got that finally off my list. So there you go. There is the Lucy portion. Oh, we got one more. Oh, I was going to call it quits on the Lucy portion, but we still got one more. I did pick up very cheaply is the Orange Goblin Build-A-Figure from the Marvel Legends line. Not the most desired Build-A-Figure, it's just one I slept on. As I've said before in some of my videos, I bought a lot of these Build-A-Figures back in the day, and I sold the pieces because I just wanted the characters. I didn't care about the Build-A-Figures. Now I'm having to go back and buy the Build-A-Figures completed, so that's what I had to do with this Orange Goblin. So there you go. That's all of it. That's all the loose ones. Now we got a lot of inbox stuff, and we got some major fire coming up. So let me clean this all off, and we'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I got a few things cleaned up, got the Lucy's put away, and now we can get to all the in-packaging figures, as well as that Grail I keep teasing. I feel like a young Ryan Seacrest on American Idol, just teasing the commercial breaks and stuff like that. But trust me, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. But how about another one? Star Wars. I keep adding to the Star Wars collection. Another one I slept on back in the day. I wouldn't mind having a couple of these, but the Rebel Trooper, an army builder on the good guy side. Usually bad guys are the army builders, as we all know. Nice to have a change of pace, but I wouldn't mind to have a few more of these. Finally got him under retail. That has been my goal. That's why I've waited so long. I said, I'm not paying 20 bucks for this. I got this under $20 shipped, so yay me. See you later. Grail. We're talking Grails. Here is a Grail from Marvel Legends that, once again, I'm playing the long game. I'm a long game player. Most of the time I'm not, but every once in a while, I know it's time to play the long game, and that's what I did. San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2019 Incredible Hulk. How about that, huh? Look at that bad boy. You guys remember this one? I have the Deadpool that was in a box like this. I have the Gray Hulk that was in a box like this, but I never got the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Hulk. I did not want to pay over $100. It was around $100, but it actually sold out real quick. Bots got him, whatever. I didn't get him. Aftermarket was pretty pricey. Now it's well over $100. Said there's no way I'm paying $100 for a Marvel Legends figure. It's just not going to happen. I've probably done it before, but I don't think I have. Hopefully I haven't. But I said I'm not doing it, and I didn't do it here. I got this for a screaming deal in a Facebook group this week. Very happy. The white box has been open, but the figure has not. There it is. That is a big hulking Incredible Hulk figure. So there he is. We'll unbox this one on the channel. I know it's a little bit sacrilegious, but gotta do it. I gotta unbox this Hulk. Have to have it. See you later, white box. See you later, Hulk. But there is that through the door. Big, heavy, beefy figure, meeting all my requirements that I like in a figure. So there you go. A lot of you guys know me as a Jakks Ruthless Aggression aficionado or a collector. You guys know I'm working on my way through a complete. I want every Ruthless Aggression figure ever. I'm well on my way. Like I said, there's just a few stragglers out there I got to pick up. A couple of box sets. Where's that Mick Foley 1 of 3000 box set? I need that one. Never shows up in America on eBay. There's one up there for like $300 now. There's one that's totally destroyed. I need a mint one in pack. I'm a buyer. I'm a serious buyer. If you got one, come to me. We'll figure it out. It's one of the ones I need. It's probably my Jakks Grail right now that I'm looking for. But I saw a deal come up, and it was something I couldn't pass up. I have all of them loose. That's my goal. I got to get all the Jakks loose. But you know what I said? It would be really cool to have Ruthless Aggression Series 1 mint on card. And that's exactly what I did. I saw a seller this week. Had a good deal. We negotiated a little back and forth. But we came to a deal, and I picked it up. So now I have Ruthless Aggression, Series 1, the set that started it all, that started the madness. I've got the whole thing. There it is. Randy Orton, of course. I have all these loose, but now I have them all. mint on card in box. So there's the Series 1. You think of Series 1 Bone Cruncher, Series 1 LJN, Series 1 Hasbro. I do think in now or a few more years, you're going to see a lot of people reminisce about that Series 1 Ruthless Aggression. You could have probably got this for pennies on the dollar, 8, 9 years ago, 10 years ago when Mattel took over. I'm sure these were about worthless. A lot of the classic superstars were worthless when Mattel took over. But I do think having this whole set together, eventually we'll see some raise in the prices. I think we'll see some good business with these ones. And a little bit of investment. You guys know I'm not a huge investor as far as figures. I don't look at this like, oh, I'm going to retire off of all this stuff. But I do think if you're in the investing game, I do think you can get this fairly cheap. And I think you'll be able to flip this for a lot more money in the years to come. So there's my pro financial tip today. Cash in your 401k. Buy Ruthless Aggression Series 1. What more could you ask for? I think that just makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it? Then again, probably not. Don't take that advice. Probably not going to do good for you. Another one. So, AEW. AEW Series 1, I unboxed it on the channel many a moons ago. It feels like AEW Series 1 was a lifetime ago. Series 2 just started shipping recently from Ringside Collectibles. Where's my order? I have no idea. I ordered that very early on in the process, but I know they're filling orders as they came in. They're just getting restocked at a slow, snail pace. So I still don't have AEW Series 2. However, I was smart. I got AEW Series 1. I bought it early from Ringside. I opened those up, and then I got Series 1 mint on card. Once again, going back to that Ruthless Aggression theory, I said, I need that Series 1 on card. It's the first series, might as well have it on card. And that's what I did. I found them all in the store. But you guys know, you AEW figure fans, Brandy was not in those Series 1 cases. All those pallets I saw in my figure hunting videos and stuff, there was never a Brandy in there. She was in later sets, and we haven't seen anything in my area Brandy related, so I don't know what's up with that. But our old pal David C. Anderson did order a Brandy for his collection. I said, while you're at it, wouldn't hurt. Just tag one onto your order, and I'll pay you for it. And that's exactly what we did. So that came in for David, and he surprised me and reminded me I had this. So I did get Brandy Rhodes, mint on box, mint on card, whatever you want to call it. She did come through this week. So now I am 100% complete on a mint on card AEW Series 1 set. So that's pretty good, huh? It's good to have that done. How about another one? We talked that Spider-Man negative retro carded figure. Well, via GameStop, Spider-Man Marvel's Black Cat on retro card came through this week. So I got this, like I said, off GameStop. Watch your GameStop, folks. Lots of deals, daily deals on GameStop, and I expect it to really ramp up through the holidays. It really is a sleeper spot to buy figures. I got a free figure there a couple weeks ago. There's some sweet online deals, and I think if you spend over $40, you get free shipping. So definitely make GameStop a destination, something you're looking for when you're looking for figures for this holiday. You might be able to find some deals. I know last week they had a bunch of $5 figures. Unfortunately, I already had them all, and of course paid full price on them all. But you can play the long game and really win at GameStop. But I also got this new Black Cat there, so I was happy to have that done. Let's see. We're going to move over to the display portion of the show. I got a lot of stuff for my displays this week. Hopefully you guys have been following me on social media. I'm redoing my Marvel office. My home office I have, which I'm spending way too much time in. I'm spending 12 to 14 hours most days working my regular job in my home office. It's almost turning into a prison, and it's a mess right now. As you've seen, maybe if you follow me on social media, I emptied off all the shelves. I have all the Marvel Legends, everything off the shelves. I got about 50 boxes strung throughout the formal living room. My wife is a saint. I say it all the time. She hasn't kicked me out of the house. I got that whole area. She's waiting to put up her second Christmas tree. She's been after those Christmas trees forever. She's had one up since, I think, Halloween, but she wants to put the one that's in the front room, but I got it full of figures and stuff. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks. My goal is by the end of Thanksgiving to hopefully get somewhere. But this week, that backdrop guy on Instagram, we've talked about him before on the channel. If you don't follow him on Instagram, what are you waiting for? That backdrop guy and me, we have been in the trenches for months. I mean, literally months. We have been messaging back and forth, ideas back and forth as a collaborative effort. As my whole office, I am going to design a backdrop diorama for every single shelf in there. So I got something like 36, 38 shelves I ordered, and him and I worked together to make every shelf different, a different scene. It's going to take my Marvel Legends display to the next level. Hopefully first of the year we'll have a big walkthrough video. There's going to be a lot of videos of my collection. I know you guys, I get asked almost daily for updates and stuff, and I want to keep it kind of top secret. I don't want to just, you know, put it out there here and there. I'd like to unveil it all at once and say, holy, here it is, guys. Check it out. This is a lot of work I put into it this year. You know, COVID, we've all been stuck at home, working from home, working a lot of hours still at home, but giving you more time to be around your collection and just do stuff and move some stuff around. And that's what I did as far as my display. So here's a little sneak peek of one shelf I got done. So I'm going through, making them all, folding them, getting them up there, getting them perfect. This is one shelf. So we got about 36, 38, something like that, more of those shelves to do. All will be revealed soon. But like I said, if you need anything like that, you're looking for shelves or you're looking for Detolf backgrounds, check out that backdrop guy on Instagram. Him and I are tight. He's my UK brother. He's going to help me out with stuff, and I'm going to help him out with stuff, and I really appreciate all his work getting this done for me. But I also got one, and here's one to show right here. I won't show you all those shelves. I don't want to sit here all day flipping through those, but I did get the latest Ninja Turtle, cartoon Ninja Turtle, Detolf background. I don't know if we can see the whole thing here. I'll put a picture up. But him and I designed this guy together, too. So, you know, we've all seen his traditional ones he sold forever. But I said, hey, you know what? We got so many bad guys in the Ninja Turtle cartoon line now. We need a bad guy diorama. And that's what that is. It's similar. It fits the aesthetics of the old one, but it also gives the new one with a little dark scene of like a Central Park. And you got the, you know, the windows and stuff like that. And then you got like inside Krang's base down here. So hit up that Instagram, or that Instagram guy, that backdrop guy on Instagram, and he'll hook you up with one of those. So that was a pretty big boy purchase. Him and I worked a lot, I would say, and I think he would back me up. That was his most, the biggest order he has ever had. I'm happy to be that guy with that backdrop guy. So hit him up for all your needs. So there you go. More display stuff. We're going to do all this display stuff that came. AEW Defender cases for the Series 1 figures. I said I had a mint on box set. I needed these Defender cases. So these came with my Mr. T order this week. So I got those for the whole set. So that's good. Got to have those. I fell in love with this grass. You guys remember last week, I think I bought some of these $2 grasses at Walmart. Just going to send that diorama to the next level. So I bought one. I bought two. See you later. See you later. And oh my gosh. I went grass crazy. I'm like a dealer of grass here. So see you later. See you later. So there you go. 4 grass I purchased. Real cheap. Recommend getting those if you want those. I talk about this all the time. I usually have a Home Depot right by my house, so I'll swing in there and pick these up. But these are liners for Detolf cases. I needed to finish off some liners, keeping some of that dust down. Like I've said all the time in many videos, I don't have a ton of dust, but this helps keep dust out of your Detolfs. You line it kind of like you're lining a window. I swear by these, and that's what I buy. I'm going to need to get another one because I need one more Detolf. I'm one Detolf short from what I need, but definitely recommend these. They're at Home Depot. They're, I don't know, 10 bucks or something, but they really do help. See you later. And then I bought this little diorama piece. It's just the little stairs. You know, made for 1/12 scale figures, just the stairs with a railing. It was like $7 on eBay. But just something I could put up for those pictures. You can put that against the wall and just kind of give a little 3D aspect to your display. Really want these displays to pop as much as I can. So that's what I did. And then finally, as far as display stuff, I get the question a lot. What are your Detolfs standing on top? What are they doing? They're Kallax shelves, Kallax, from IKEA. That's the shelves I use. They're like the 4 cubby boxes. But I buy these doors. Yeah, like IKEA, you have to buy everything separately. I got these doors this week. I was missing 3. They've been out of stock forever. But then I bought them online. It was only $10 shipping to get these. So I got the 3 I needed. I have to put those. All of my IKEA doors will now have a door, or the shelves will have a door on them. Just making a uniformity and all that, trying to make the display look as clean as possible. And then next week we'll have a huge purchase from IKEA as I'm working on lighting, and I made a massive purchase with IKEA that's all coming supposedly on Sunday. We'll see, but that'll be part of next week's weekly purchases as I try to take that Marvel Legends display to the next level. So there you go. A lot of display stuff this week, a lot of Lucy's this week, a few inboxes, and now we're going to finish it off with just a couple more, including that Holy Grail figure that I keep promoting. But why don't we talk about an old friend? You guys know who the old friend is. It's that boy. It's that Waylon Jennings, that old outlaw up there in Ames, Iowa, always coming in hot. And I sent out the flare last Saturday night. I said, Waylon, I don't know what I'm doing with this Fortnite stuff. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know anything about it, but I'm captivated by some of these figures. And I said, Waylon, I was up in Ames last week. I saw one. It was at one of the Walmarts. Next time you're there, take a peek. And if you see that, pick that bad boy up for me. And you know what Waylon did? He did just that. I think it was like an hour later. I said, Waylon, what are you doing? He doesn't waste any time. He's a man he's like a young Kyle Peterson. He's like me 15 years ago. He was at a moment's notice. He was running to that store to figure that out. You know, he knows the early bird gets the worm. And Waylon hooked me up. He got this Cracker Jack Fortnite figure. The holidays are coming up. I figured no better time to get this guy on display. With my Gremlin holiday stuff, I'll put him in the holiday display. But I realized it's a Walmart exclusive per the sticker. So that's, I guess, why I didn't see it anywhere else. But I saw that at one of those Walmarts. He grabbed it for me. Once again, what am I doing with these Fortnite things? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. They catch my eye. I get a weak moment where I can't find anything in the stores. And then I see something like this. And I say, you know what? I got to buy that. And that's what happens. So there's Cracker Jack. I'm going to do a Fortnite box. I think I got 5 or 6 figures. I'm just going to unbox them all in a video. I don't know what I'll talk about. I'll talk about them. But to expect me to give the history of these characters, that's not going to happen. But anyways, Fortnite in the house. There you go. I almost forgot about this one. Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons. New from Phil Campbell. If you guys don't know Phil Campbell, longtime guitarist of Motorhead. He has his kids in his band now. He's been releasing albums, so I just got this one. So I got to listen to this. I have not listened to it yet. Really, the closest thing to Motorhead I'm getting these days is, Mickey D, the drummer from Motorhead. He is now in the Scorpions. We're going to have a new Scorpions album in 2021. Can't wait for that. But can't wait to listen to some new Phil Campbell. Next up, Amazon.com coming in hot. The Z Putty. I already have a few putties, but I don't have the Z one. A traditional army builder in the new Power Rangers line. For me, I only needed one of these Z Putties. I'm just not down the rabbit hole enough to pick up many of these. Waylon Jennings, on the other hand, he's going to pick up quite a few of these, I believe. Maybe 5 or 6. Who knows? Waylon, I think we're all challenging you to 10. I think everybody should send Waylon a Z Putty for all he does for the channel. Let's just all send him Z Putties. Send them to me, and I'll give him a nice Christmas present. And Waylon will act surprised, because I know he's watching the video. But there's the Z Putty. Oh, yeah, and one more, Waylon Jennings hour. I got the Green Ranger. He convinced me there was enough skin on the bone for me to get another Green Ranger. I could have one as a good guy Green Ranger, one as a bad guy. I could use one with a head, one without a head. He sold me on it. So Waylon actually came across this bad boy and dropped it off at my house on his way home. So once again, Waylon Jennings, you're a good man. Thank you for all the help. So now we're into it. We're into the end. We got one more figure, and it's the Grail figure. Now this is a figure, like I said at the top of the show, this will never be made again. This is a once-in-a-lifetime. I'll say it's a wrestling figure, so now I'm giving it some hints here. We're never going to see this released again. They will never make this. Mattel will never make this figure, and that's why I like it. Traditionally, I'm not a huge fan of the 1 of 100 figures, but this one I had to pick up. I got a deal on it. It was a good enough deal, and I think this is, once again, talking investing, this is probably one to invest in. I'm not in it for that. I like the character. One of my favorite performers of all time in the wrestling world. But I had to have this one just because it's never going to be made again. And that was a lot of the reason why I picked this up. And this is why this was the most expensive weekly purchases of all time. Without further ado, after a half hour of promoting it, let's bust it out. It is the 1 of 100 Toy Fair exclusive Jakks Deluxe Classic Roddy Piper in blackface. There it is. Not PC, folks. You would never see this figure made again. You would obviously never see a wrestler do this again, for one thing. But a very hard to get figures. You guys know these Toy Fair ones, only 100 made. How many of the 100 are still out there in circulation? Who knows? There was a lot of toy executives and stuff that ended up with one of these that could care less about wrestling figures. Probably gave it to their grandson. They opened it up, played with it. It's probably in a dumpster now. Who knows? So how many of the 1 of 100s are left? Maybe a couple of them got opened by a collector. I haven't seen any loose ones in a long time. I thought I remember back in the day somebody opening one. But I don't know how many of the 1 of 100s are actually left in existence. You don't see this one pop up a lot. You don't see a lot of 1 of 100s pop up a lot. I just checked eBay. Sonny had one. It went for $400. That's probably the easiest to get. That or the Jimmy Hart as far as the 1 of 100s. But this one, like I said, is a special figure. Definitely a Grail figure. Roddy Piper, one of the all-time greats. One of my all-time favorites. I loved Roddy Piper as a kid. This represents his WrestleMania match against Bad News Brown. If you guys remember Bad News Brown, we need an elite Bad News Brown. I love Bad News too, but he dressed half in black. Really weird. Didn't make a lot of sense then. Doesn't make a lot of sense now. And for Jax, this would have been back in, let's see what year, 2007. So we're looking at 13, 14 years ago this guy was made. Just an interesting choice for Jax. Even at that time, if you asked me to make a figure in half black face, you would never see that happen in this day and age. I mean, it would be pulled off the shelves. There would be complaints aplenty. But that's why I had to buy this figure. It really is truly a moment in time and something we'll never see again. And that's what I look for every once in a while. And I've said it before, I'm not a huge fan of the super rare. It doesn't really do a whole lot for me. I like figure that you could buy, in a dollar store clearance bin. As much as I like some figures that are worth hundreds of dollars, it's for what I like. I don't really think of value. But this one is a special piece. I think we could all agree on that. And I was extremely excited to add it to my collection. And as you guys know, this is going to a good home. Somebody that really will treat this right better than, somebody else that might not. So there you go. So that's it. That's the old Roddy Piper. That's what I've been promoting the whole weeks, I guess, in all episode here. Hopefully you guys, it was worth the wait. And thank you guys for sticking around to watch, checking it out. As usual, leave me a comment. What did you guys pick up this week? Did you guys get to go to stores anyways? I didn't. I was too busy. And I don't know. COVID's on the rise again. I think it might be time to not even go to stores anymore. When you're going to stores, be smart. Be like me, and you go through the women's underwear section and the makeup where nobody is. You cut your way through. That's what I do, so I don't have to see any people or anything. I film it quick. I get the heck out of Dodge. In and out. No talking to people. That's what you got to do if you're out there hunting. But be safe when you're doing it. But leave me in a comment. Let me know what you picked up this week. Did you pick up a 1 of 100 Roddy Piper? Probably not. I mean, there's nobody out there that has one for sale that I know of, but I love to hear what you guys picked up, so let me know in the comments. If you got any thoughts on this stuff, please reach out on the comments and let me know. Don't forget to like the video as always. And of course, don't subscribe to the channel. What are you doing? If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. There is a lot of stuff going on with the channel, and me personally, I have had some amazing requests in the last few weeks. Who knows, guys? You might see me on TV one of these days. I don't know. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But a lot of really crazy opportunities coming my way. So people are obviously enjoying the channel. So much more to come on that, hopefully in the next few weeks, months. One way or the other, there could be a big announcement, or I might just tell you a fun story. So we'll see. They're just dangling that carrot. That's all I'm doing these days, just dangling that carrot. So we got that, and then maybe some other news too that might maybe we'll start talking about next week. Some more big news for the channel. So a lot of stuff coming up. Tell a friend, share the channel. Let's keep getting those subscribers up. We're gonna do a giveaway next week. Just a lot of fun stuff going on the channel. So once again, don't forget to subscribe. But that's about it this week. So I may be crazy, but it keeps me from going insane. I'm Kyle. See you guys all next week.